Welcome everybody. This is your July 11th, 2024 forecast for Venus moving into the sign of Leo for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's transit forecast with you. Please like and subscribe, share because it helps to grow the channel. If you are new here, welcome. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for your support and for sharing your journey with me. So Venus, the planet of creativity and unity. Venus is now going to be moving into the fiery and passionate sign of Leo on July 11th, 2024. With it, it carries this vibrant, transformative energy. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and things that we value. It takes on this dramatic and expressive flair when it enters into the fiery sign of Leo. Venus in Leo, it really encourages us to express our affections more openly and more confidently. It's going to be this time for these grand gestures, romantic declarations. Your relationships, they may become more passionate and intense. Expect to have this desire for excitement in your life. This transit really boosts your creative energies, and it inspires these artistic expressions in various forms such as music and dance and all the visual arts. You may find that you may want to focus on your personal appearance, your style more, wanting to revamp your wardrobe or experiment with bold or dramatic or a difference in the way that you look. Venus in Leo really craves this recognition and admiration. It's often seeking out validation from others and appreciation, both personally and professionally, all while bringing about your generous side as you enjoy giving and receiving compliments and things to other people, making this an excellent time for hosting parties or social gatherings. This is about having fun, enjoying life, and celebrating your friends and your loved ones. If you are single, this transit can bring about new and exciting romantic opportunities for you. Be open to meeting people in these social settings or through creative pursuits. For those of you that are in relationships, this is a really great time for you to reignite the spark and to add some drama and excitement in your magical connection between each others. If you are involved in the arts, this is really a great time for public performances, exhibitions, showcasing your talent or your work projects. While Venus is in Leo, self-love and confidence, it comes to the forefront. Focus on building your self-confidence, embracing self-love, celebrating your unique qualities and talents. Be authentic, be true. Be true to yourself of who you are. Don't be afraid to shine and let your personality really shine and come through. By embracing the vibrant energy of Venus in Leo, you can enhance your love life, your creativity, and enjoy the pleasures of life more fully, being in the moment. Remember to balance the desire of recognition with humility and look to have these genuine connections when mixing and mingling with others. So offerings this month. I'm excited to announce my new Transit Talk webinars. These are educational, informative, interactive sessions where we're going to cover a different topic each month. The next webinar is going to be on July 9th, where we're going to explore the concept of your perfected year. This is an ancient timing technique that helps you to understand the upcoming themes and influences that are going to shape your year ahead. To learn more, you can sign up at willowgracemystic.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list and look for astrological insights, and it brings you these upcoming specials ahead of time. For all Cancerians, I am offering a discount on your personalized solar return consultations. Use the code CANCER10 to receive your discount. Visit my website to schedule your appointment today. And additionally, I'm going to be offering live astrology consultations at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 2nd, 16th, and the 30th. This is on Tuesdays of the month. To reserve your spot and join in the queue, sign up using the link below. I look forward to really seeing you there. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, let's dive in. You are starting off with Venus entering into your fifth house. The fifth house for you represents children, love affairs. It literally is the house of creativity. It's of giving birth to something. It's investments, it's sports, it's gambling. It's where we want to take a risk. It's art, it's music, it's creativity. It's all topics of artistic pursuits and creative outlets or creative expression. Now, Venus rules over your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, and your resources, but what you need in order to feel secure. So this has to do with your mental, emotional, spiritual resources and wanting to feel secure in relationships, or this has to do with your children and what maybe they are going through, or with a lover. Now, Venus also rules the connection that has to do with your +1 house. The 7th house brings in topics of love, contractual agreements between best friends, significant other, business partners. So taking one friendship and then turning it into something else, or a reconnection of sort, like a enjoying each other's company and then taking it to the next level, or reigniting the flame between you and somebody else. The 7th house also represents you in connection with clients. So this could be meeting through a client, or falling in love, or a connection that flutters your heart. Now, there is an opposition. Everything that comes into the sign of Leo first has to oppose Pluto in your 11th house of your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your social circles, your networks, in order for it to transform, change, grow, and evolve. So Pluto is the planet of death and transformation. This is an opportunity to have these really dramatic shifts that bring about change in your love life, possibly involving some power struggles, some deep transformation in your romantic relationship with others. This could also be about your creative projects, that you may face some challenges before you explore and have it. It's about requiring it to transform your approach to overcome the obstacles in order for it to grow and evolve. There could be friendships or groups that might bring about these hidden tensions to the surface, prompting you to reassess your social circles and maybe to expand your social circles. It's, I no longer fit in here. The energy, the vibration is just not for me. And my goals, my hopes, my dreams, my aspirations, they're changing, they're evolving. And so this transit, the key to it is to embrace the change, to embrace the transformative energy. Use it to grow and evolve, both personally and in your relationships. Understand that there's potential changes and opportunities that can help you navigate with greater awareness and intention. This, when Venus moves into Leo and it opposes Pluto, the opposition between the planet of love and beauty and values, and planets of Pluto saying, I have to transform. I have to look at what subconsciously do I want, bringing this intense and profound experiences of, this speaks to me. I want to create this. I want to connect with these people. I feel intensely connected to you. This is an opportunity that starts off with beautiful energy, that can start off with a major spark and turn into something that makes you feel secure and want to take the connection a little bit further. Or if you're starting a project, to have something that has to do with contracts or negotiations, because the 7th house brings in how you handle legal matters and negotiation and cooperation. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you Tuesdays for the new moon and full moon astrology forecast. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, you now have Venus entering into your 4th house of your home, your family, your connection to the loved ones that surround you. The 4th house is your foundation, your property, your traditions, and this is bringing in the theme of wanting to beautify, wanting to purchase things, wanting to make the home really feel safe, secure, comfy, and this connection. And so This could be decorating outside of your home or literally your home. Now, Venus rules over your first house of self. So we know it has something to do with your identity, your power, your appearance, your self-expression. Like, my home is an extension of me. Venus also rules your sixth house of your daily habits. Your what do I need to do on a daily basis? I need to make self-care. And I need to be like, maybe you get a pedicure, maybe get a manicure. You're looking at how you look, not only your home, but like what do you find beautiful? Is this getting a manicure, pedicure, doing something with your hair? Is this doing something with your home? This is an opportunity that really brings in the topics of your mental, physical, and spiritual health. And how can I take care of others? I have to first take care of myself and nurture myself. Now, when Venus moves into your fourth house, it first has to oppose Pluto. So Pluto is the planet of birth, death, rebirth, and transformation. So during this transit, this is a time that there could be issues that come up with family or your home environment that you have to say, I need to do a little bit of work here for transformation. Am I holding on to change? Like, I don't want to paint this room, it's always been this color, or I don't feel comfortable like changing a tradition or changing things up. There could be this looking at, how do I balance my career ambitions with my personal life? It could be challenging because work is your sense of security. Like, the first house it's a square to both. Like, I can't be two places at one time, and I need this job in order to do what I want at home. There's this opportunity to transform your emotional foundations about what you have brought in with you, like generational, that your home environment, that you want to align not just with familial values, but like what represents your true desires. What do you really want to do in order to build this home that transforms? Like, you are looking at it and saying, I need to make this feel good. I need it to be my Zen area where I feel safe and secure. The key is to embrace the transformative energy that comes with Pluto. Use it to grow, use it to evolve, push through, both personally and in your relationships that you have with others that you work with or authority figures, understanding that these opportunities are going to help you to navigate for greater awareness and intention. So the push could come through changing something that could have been passed down, like from a grandparent or a great-grandparent. When Venus moves into Leo and opposes Pluto, the opposition between the planet of love and beauty and values with Pluto, the planet forcing transformation, power, and subconscious, really brings this intense and profound experiences that could bring out guilt of, if I do this, then what? And you have to remember that was for them and this is for you now. So if this is you taking something that's from home and transforming it into something that feels safe, feels secure, and is more about you, that's what this is about. This is you taking something that has belonged to from one generation to another and saying, no, I want this to feel like home for me, so I'm going to update it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to grow it. I'm going to make it more about me. It's going to be a really good opportunity to push through and to bring fun and joy and pleasure of, I want a space where people feel comfortable. I want a space where I invite people in and we can gather and have a great time, like for a picnic or a party. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, you have Venus moving into your third house of communication and networking. I absolutely love this for you because this is you being the social butterfly with neighbors, siblings, cousins, all forms of network things that are closer to home, like this is in the grocery line or the local park or with a class or workshop or something that you're taking. The third house is all about your communication with others, but it's also about transportation of you connecting with others. It's language, media, conversation. And so this could be all conversations that have to do with work, joy, pleasure, just you socially getting out there. Now, Venus rules also your 12th house. The 12th house is your personal unconscious. It's your healing and renewing, and it's wanting this transformation of the way that you are connecting, like a reconnecting with people that are close. Venus also rules over your 5th house of children, love affairs, where we take a risk, and creative art pursuits. So this can be art or music or poetry, anything that you're putting out into the world. Now, this could be working through fear with your 12th house of I have to push through self-sabotage or what I might consider to be hidden enemies. When Venus moves into your 3rd house, it first has to move past Pluto in order to have success. Pluto is the key that says you have to embrace the transformation. You have to change, grow, and evolve. Now, Pluto is in your 9th house. Pluto being in your 9th house is cross-cultural experiences, taking classes that are further away, trying something new, connecting up with a foreign person, place, or thing. It's legal matters. It's different religions, different spirituality. The 9th house represents all topics that have to do with law, advertising, access to wisdom or knowledge. And Pluto here is the understanding that I have to work through this fear of. I have to move through my fear of communication, that I can maybe have these intense communication or these power struggles that can lead to these profound insights. It's not being afraid to speak my truth, but being open-minded in order to hear what other people think, feel, see, know, and believe. There could be a transformation in your belief system or in the way that you approach learning or that the way that you share knowledge. There could be a pushing or a growth experience through travel plans or your interactions with people from different cultures, of being open-minded to try something new food, new experiences. Having Pluto here in Aquarius is being open-minded to everything that is not close to home. It's other things that are out there in the world. And so understanding that you're going to have these potential challenges and look at it as an opportunity to navigate with greater awareness, education, intention, to learn, change, grow, evolve. When Venus moves into Leo and it opposes Pluto first, the opposition of Venus, the planet of love and beauty and resources and values, with Pluto, the planet that says you have to transform through power and subconscious to bring this intense, profound experiences of like an aha moment. I didn't know we had this in connection, or I didn't know this, or now you've opened up my eyes. I now see things differently. Now I want to study this. I want to dive in. I want to learn. Having Venus move into your 3rd house is going to offer you these amazing opportunities to expand the way that you learn, hear, communicate, and transfer all kinds of information in your life. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, you now have Venus moving into your second house of your money. The second house represents your resources, your cash, your property, your skill set. It's what do I need in order to feel secure, wanting to bring together to find abundance. This could be your resources, your movable property, your values, your opinions, your income, your possessions. The second house represents how do you support yourself? How do you bring yourself security, and what is your value system? Now, Venus rules over your connection to other people. The house of these are my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, and who do I network with? My groups, my teams, my shared circles. The 11th house brings in topics that have to do with your social circle, that have to do with like what do you want to achieve, and your kindred spirits who believe in you, have hope in you, and want to connect you with others that lift you up. Now, Venus also rules over your fourth house of home, your foundation, your family, your traditions. And so this could be a changing of sorts of your home or your foundation of bringing it, I think, like more up to date, more modern. I say this because when Venus moves into your second house, we know that it's looking at your money, looking at resources, wanting to bring in together. Venus not only brings together people for like love interest, but Venus connects with friends or love of money, love of a dog, love of family, love of home. So it's different kinds of love and different kinds of unity. When it moves into your second house, the first thing it's going to do is oppose your eighth house of your shared resources. So we know that your financial matters are going to be brought to the surface, especially around your investments, anything that you share with a business partner, a significant other, or an ex, like alimony or child support. That money, resources that have to do with debt, obligations, taxes, wills. The eighth house is the house of deep psychological healing, and where we have trauma, but we heal from it. And so there could be this connection with familial or family that we have, dynamics that we've grown up with. And so this being an opportunity that is going to prompt you that your self-worth, figuring out what do I have to do, can be challenged, because this is you being responsible for your second house. And it's prompting this deep understanding of what do you truly love? What do you truly value? And it doesn't have to be money. It's the things, the people, places, and things that bring us the most joy and pleasure. This could be about intimate relationships, that they could now become more intense and have this deeper connection, and dealing with underlying stress issues or things that these issues that of healing and transformation, because we're working with the eighth house of I have to deal with. These are trauma signatures that reflect on my self-worth. And so during this transit, you've got this opportunity to use it, to grow, to change, to evolve, both personally and in your relationships, to understand the opportunities of how do you navigate this with greater awareness and intention. When Venus moves into Leo and it first opposes Pluto, the opposition between the planet of love and beauty and value with Pluto, the planet of transformation, power, and the subconscious, brings about this intense, profound experiences of breakthroughs, aha moments, of a connection of this is where I find my strength, this is where I find what I am worthy of. Remember that the second house is it is what do you really need in order to feel secure. It's about your self-worth. And so we know that you're going to be transforming your self-worth and building this from the ground up with home, and possibly connecting with new goals, new networks, and friends that can support you with where you want to go. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. And for private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, Venus is now moving into your first house of self. It's your identity. This is all about you, letting your voice out and letting people hear you roar. I love the first house because it's about your power, your self-expression, your happiness, things that you want to launch, creative projects that you want to begin. This is about your ego, your self-interest, you being seen, you being heard. Now, Venus rules over your 10th house of career. So we know that this has to do with authority figures or you being seen or heard as an authority figure, or your reputation or a boss, your career path, you being seen as for your personal ambition, your success, your achievement, and your responsibilities. Venus also rules over the way that you communicate, how you network with people that are your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins. The third house brings in topics of language, media, science, technology, using AI, all types of conversation with neighbors, siblings, cousins, people that are close to home, you networking with people that you see on a daily basis, like at the grocery line or at a local park. Before you can find your voice and be heard, let that Leo out, Pluto, you have to first pass Pluto. Pluto is the planet of death, birth, like transformation, and it is in your house of partnership. So we know that this is a personal transformation of who you are, affecting how you present yourself and how you relate yourself to others. The 7th house is your +1 house. You with clients, you with a significant other, you with a best friend, you with open enemies, you with exes. So this could be with romantic partners, business partners. And so there's this intense dynamic going on with a power struggle and you being seen, wanting balance for this mutual understanding between the two of you, looking for a way to transform yourself and others through authenticity and this true connection that you feel. During this transit, the key is going to be for you to embrace the energy that comes with it in order to transform, grow, evolve, both personally and in your relationships, with the way that you speak and your voice is heard, the way that you communicate with others for your career, your job, to understand that there are potential challenges, that you can look at them as an opportunity that helps you to navigate this with greater awareness and intention. When Venus moves into your first house and it opposes your partnership sector, the opposition between the planet of love and beauty and values that reflects who you are, and Pluto, the planet of transformation, with your +1 house, your partnership house, it transforms power and your subconscious fears, and it brings this intense and profound experiences for you to grow, change, and evolve, for you to be seen, to be heard, to grow, change, and roar loudly. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, you now have Venus moving into your 12th house of your subconscious, a time to go within, to rest, to meditate, to pay attention to your dreams, to connect with your higher power, divine, God, Goddess, Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, whatever you call your higher power, to be able to take those deep journeys within, to transcend, to offer you these inner healing or this connection, to clear out any karmic debts, for you to heal and come out renewed. This is you taking time for your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being. Venus rules over your 9th house, and the 9th house is, I want to travel there. I want to connect with those people. I want to go on that spiritual retreat. I want to go to that drum fest. I want to try that new food. I need to be able to connect with cross-cultural experiences, or to understand different religions or philosophies or beliefs. I want to experience those things. Now, Venus also rules over your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources. This is you taking money, taking time out and saying, I want to work on me. I need to focus on my mental health, my physical well-being. The 12th house is our connection to the spiritual realm, and it's our subconscious mind. It's where we go for a retreat in order to heal and renew. Now, when Venus first moves into your 12th house, it first has to pass Pluto. And Pluto is in your 6th house of your daily habits, your mental, physical health, well-being. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to be doing the inner work, the hidden work that nobody's going to see. There's going to be aspects to your psyche that can come to light at this time that require you to pause, to deal with it in order for you to transform, evolve, and grow. This could be a focus with your daily health routine that could undergo some changes, like a shift in a doctor or a mentor, or wanting to see a different chiropractor, or try out a different practice like acupuncture, meditation, yoga, Reiki, sound bath, anything that would be alternative that has to go and with healing of any underlying issues that you may have that could affect your well-being. The 6th house is where we seek out for a mentor or a guide or somebody that can support you with your daily habits. And then this is going to be like a wake-up call that says, I have to balance my need for solitude because I work. I take care of everybody and everything. And self-care is my responsibility to myself before my service to others. And so Venus moving into your 12th house is really going to bring to the light that it's okay. It's okay to take time for you. It's okay to transform how much energy or how much of yourself that you give to others. Use this to grow and evolve both personally and in your relationships. Understand that these potential challenges are opportunities for you to rid yourself of karma, to grow with greater awareness and intention. When Venus moves into Leo and opposes Pluto, this opposition between Venus, love and beauty and values of what is hidden, and the planet of Pluto says we have to transform. We have to work through power and fear and our subconscious. This can bring this intense and profound experiences of a breakthrough of sorts. And so, Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, I absolutely love this transformation for you. As Venus moves into Leo, this is in your networking sector. What are your hopes? What are your wishes, your dreams, your aspirations, your goals? Who are you networking with in order to get to where you want to be? The 11th house is how do I help support the collective, and how do I join a community? How do I network and find a community? Venus is your chart ruler, so we know that this has everything to do with you, your identity, you creating something, a project, an activity. This has to do with your power, your appearance, your self-interest. It's the vibes or energy that you give to others. Venus also rules over your 8th house of your shared connections or shared resources that you have with others. And so we know that what you're going through is deep and psychological and healing and transformative. The 8th house is your connection with business partners, significant others. This could be open enemies with an ex. And so like alimony, child support. The 8th house brings in topics of death, rebirth, and sex, and where we bring up these taboo topics and where we desire to have these deep connections and these joint ventures with others, but something has to transform, something has to give. And what will that be? Well, when Venus moves into Leo, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to move through and oppose Pluto. Pluto is the planet of death and transformation. And so we know that there could be friendships and group activities that you might have these intense experiences requiring you to transform. How do you connect up with others? How do you share with others? What are your gifts, your talents, and do you feel safe in your creative joy? This could be with your creative projects or your romantic endeavors, that there's this deep transformation of, this is who I am, and these are the experiences that have changed me, and this is now what I bring to the table. You might reevaluate your long-term goals, your aspirations, and now take a moment and say, does this align with my true passions, my true desires? Because Pluto will have you literally taking a look at your creative pursuits, your children, what you bring to the table of where you're willing to take a risk, and who are you connecting up with in order to get to what you want. We know that this has to do with you and your connection with others, and this opportunity that once you push past the challenge, this is the key of using it to grow and evolve. Not looking at this as a challenge, but like as an opportunity to navigate this period and now say, I have this greater awareness of what are my goals? Who should I network with? Who do I feel connected with? What are my intentions before I even participate? When Venus moves into Leo and it opposes Pluto, the opposition between Venus, the planet of love and beauty and values, who wants to bring together not just people for love connections, but like for business connections. With Pluto, the planet of transformation, this is power. This is subconscious. It brings this intense and profound experiences of, I need to be on my true path. I need to be able to connect with people that love and support or will help me grow into my best and highest good. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, you have Venus now into your 10th house. Now your 10th house is your reputation, it's authority figures. Venus is the goddess of love and money and wanting to unite people and bring them together. So this could be work partners, or this could be something that has to do with a promotion, a success, your achievements, your responsibilities. The 10th house is where we make our mark on society. It's literally at the top of your chart. It's other people looking up at you. And so Venus, it rules over your partnership sector. So we know that this could have something to do with you, a business partner, a best friend, or this could be with clients, one-on-one relationships. The 7th house revolves around love, contractual agreements. It's the house of how do I handle conflict and legal matters. The 7th house brings up topics of trust and connection with others, and it brings in negotiation and cooperation. Now, Venus also rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is self-sabotage and it's hidden enemies, and it's how do I connect with my spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, anybody or my intuition that can guide me to let me know where are things safe, where can I move forward. During this transit, Venus has you wanting to expand, wanting to trust in the sign of Leo, wanting to connect with other people. And so having Venus move into Leo, it first has to oppose Pluto. So you have this great abundance, but we first have to go through the challenge. And so the challenge is your professional life might undergo some changes at this time, with these power dynamics being brought to the forefront, being brought to the surface. And so I encourage you to embrace the transformation of where your career path is going, your home life, with balancing my career with my ambitions of my home, my family, and how can I balance both areas of my life and my responsibilities, and how do I transform how I can manage both areas of my life effectively. Your public image and your reputation and the beginning of this might be challenged. It might prompt you to redefine your role of who am I, or who do I show myself as in this world? Like, who am I presenting myself with in the world? And so during this transit, the key is really embrace the transformative energy that's going to come from the opposition of Pluto, so you can grow and evolve both personally and in your relationships. Having Venus at the top of your chart is absolutely magical, with like all of this, like being like bringing fun and joy and pleasure into your career, into your life, understanding that the potential challenges are really just opportunities for you to navigate this period, so you have this greater awareness with intention. When Venus moves into your 10th house and opposes your home, the opposition of Venus with love and beauty and your values, with Pluto, with transformation and power and subconscious, we know that there's going to be some kind of transformation at home that brings this intense, profound experiences of, how do you feel about this? What are you doing? And what do you want to be known as? Who do you want to be known as? Having Venus and Mercury, and then pretty soon the Sun going to be joining the party at the top of your chart. This is an opportunity to truly grow, change, and evolve through a transformation of healing. And Scorpio, for you, it's always about something that's deep and psychological, that it's about scars and wounds. And so Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, you have Venus moving into your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, belief. I absolutely love this because this has you making connections with people far and wide. This is cross-cultural experiences. This could be with publishing. This could be with legal matters. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty and money and resources. She rules over your 11th house of you connecting with other people, with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, and your social networks, or your how do I help support my community or the collective. Venus also rules over your daily habits, wanting to bring in, it could be something that has to do with self-care. The 6th house is your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, emotional health, well-being, and how do I make this a daily habit before I take care of others? Because I have to take care of myself before I can be of service to other people. Now, when Venus moves into your 9th house, it first has to oppose Pluto. So we know that it's not just a regular Venus in Leo. We know that first it's going to go through this transformative time of your beliefs, your worldviews. They may be challenged. There could be this educational opportunity where you're going to have to be open-minded. This could lead to profound personal growth and transformation of who you are, like an aha moment with who you're connected up with, a class or a workshop or somewhere, being someplace else, or being connected to someone who is foreign and being open-minded to their thoughts, their ideas, their belief, or trying different food. There could be these intense conversations or discussions that lead to learning experiences that prompt you to change. How do you communicate and share information or your ideas? How do you share your knowledge with others? There could be this opportunity for an experience through travel, like offering you higher education, like taking a class someplace else, or embracing the growth that comes from an expansion of you traveling, or knowledge, or legal matters, or something that could be published. Now, during this transit, the key is to embrace the Pluto first. The energy is to grow and evolve, pushing you first into uncomfort, both personally and in your relationships. Understanding that the potential challenges, that they're really these opportunities to help you navigate with greater awareness and to expand your mind, your thoughts, your ideals, your beliefs. When Venus moves into your 9th house and it opposes your communication house, the opposition between Venus, the planet of love and beauty and values, with Pluto, the planet of transformation and power, and the subconscious of how do I communicate, who do I communicate, where do I travel, all those topics, it brings about this intense and profound experience of, I can't go back to doing this again. Is that using AI? Is it using science, technology? Is it studying something, learning something, connecting with somebody? So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology forecasts. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, you now have Venus entering into your 8th house. Now that's the house of shared resources. This can be with a business partner. This can be with a significant other. The 8th house can also be with an ex, with alimony and child support. It can be with family if you own property or something together. The 8th house brings about other people's money, values, debt, income, beliefs. The 8th house is inheritances, wills. It's about your private affairs. It's the house of taboo topics. So we know that you could be broaching those topics. Venus rules over your 10th house of your career, your job, your reputation, your legacy of this is what I want to do for my my public life. This is how I want to be remembered or known or honored. Venus also rules over your 5th house of children or lovers or your creative pursuits, so art or music or things that you are actually creating. So we know that there's going to be some type of a transformation going on here and some kind of beauty and love and an expansion of. Now, when Venus moves into Leo, the first thing it's going to do is oppose your 2nd house with Pluto here, and that is your money, your resources, your cash, your property. So we know it has to do with your personal resources and your resources that are combined with other people. That's where the opposition comes in. And so we know that there could be financial matters between you and a spouse or you and a partner, especially those involving anything that has to do with debts or anything that could be undergoing a significant change with where is our combined money going, or where is the resources or the wills, or anything that has to do with inheritances or taxes. These are the topics that are hard to broach and talk about. They're the taboo topics. Now, there can also be a deep transformation with your intimate partner, your intimate relationships that require honesty and vulnerability of like that come to Jesus moment where you're talking to those people that you love and care for the most about, like, this is where things are. Where are we? There can be this an opportunity to reevaluate what you value and what you consider to be your personal worth, and aligning it with your true values and your needs, and making sure that is this in alignment with your partnership. Now, when Venus moves into Leo during this transit, use it for growth and use it for this opportunity to evolve, both personally and with your partnership. Understand that you're going to have these challenges in the beginning, and then they turn into opportunities to help you navigate with greater awareness and intention. It's literally pushing you past and saying, this is the conversation that we have to have in order to move past and have this change. When Venus moves into your 8th house and it opposes Pluto in your resource sector, this opposition between the planet of love and beauty and money and your values with the planet of transformation brings these intense and profound experiences of what are my resources and what are our resources together? And what are we doing to move forward? And this can be investments, this could be any of those topics. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, you now have Venus moving into your 7th house of partnership. I absolutely love this for you because it is truly going to expand your 1+1 house. This is you with a business partner, a significant other. This can be clients. This can be best friends. The 7th house is where we find love. It's contracts. It's negotiations. The 7th house is about our trust and connection that we have with others and how we handle conflict and legal matters. So it's really going to expand this area. Now, Venus rules over your house of travel and taking a class, taking a workshop, the house of higher education, religion, philosophy, beliefs, publishing. The 9th house represents topics of ethics and morals, and it could be like publishing something or legal matters. Venus also rules over your 4th house of home. So this is creating a stable home environment, wanting to build or create a relationship with your family, or dive into something that has to do with ancestors. Like the 4th house is not just home, but it's not just your property, but it's like your country. It's, I want to make all of these connections together, and I want it to build from the bottom up. I want to build this strong foundation, and I want these connections to be healthy, fun, jovial. I want these connections to feel like home, to have these connections with people that I can either bring home or that I feel like family. Now, when Venus moves into the sign of Leo, it first, before it can expand anything, is going to bypass Pluto in your 1st house. So we know that there's going to be a transformation of sorts that has to do with, it could be a possible power struggle. Partnerships in the beginning might face these intense dynamic transformations, prompting with how do you relate with them, with you. This could be with your business partner, your significant other. This could be with communication. There could be this personal growth and transformation affecting how you present yourself to the world, because you are growing, changing, and evolving. You're not the same person. And this is in a square to home. So is this with family members or people that feel like family? It's a balance, to strive to balance what your needs are with those of your partner. And again, business partner, clients, finding harmony in your relationships through these mutual understanding. So there's going to be these conversations that are going to be between you and business partner or life partner, or this could be with clients. Now, the 7th house also represents open enemies and exes. And so there could be this a finding of negotiation or healthy boundaries of how you communicate with them. Now, during this transit, the key is going to be to balance the transformation of how you're growing and changing with your 1st house of self, your identity, your appearance, and power. This has to do with deep psychological healing and power, and your habits and your desires and your interests with partnership, in both personally and in your relationships. Understanding that in the beginning, that you're going to have these potential challenges that will bring up topics that will then turn into opportunities for growth, so you can navigate with greater awareness and intention. When Venus moves into your 7th house and it opposes who you are, your identity, the opposition between Venus, the planet of love and beauty and values, bringing in all of these opportunities, and Pluto saying, I have to transform also my fear, my subconscious. It can bring about this intense, profound experiences in order for you to evolve, grow, acknowledge. And then once you've said, this is what I need in order to feel secure, I need to know that you're with me, then the seventh house grows with abundance. It brings about then the opportunity for love, unity, and connection. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, you now have Venus moving into your daily sector of how do I nurture and care for myself? What do I do on a daily basis that nurtures my mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health and well-being? Your sixth house is where we look for a mentor or a guide or somebody that supports you. This could be through a chiropractor, this could be through meditation, yoga, or finding a friend that you can go on a walk with. The sixth house is how do you take care of yourself? So self-care first, and this can be alternative health care. And then how do I then in turn care for others? The sixth house is the balance between home and work, and it's also pets. Now, Venus rules over your third house of communication with siblings, neighbors, cousins, and how you communicate with everybody, like in the grocery line or at the park or in your own neighborhood. The third house has to do with all types of communication. It's where we formulate our thoughts and our ideas. It's language, it's media, it's conversation. So we know that you're going to be bringing in conversation. We also know that you're ready to broach some deep topics. Your eighth house has to do with topics of taboo or hidden or things that we don't bring to the surface. The eighth house is your resources or your connection with other people. This can be with a partner, like this could be with sex or where we desire these deep connections. It can be with family members where we have had like our growth or trauma or our healing opportunities that affect us and how we're growing and changing and evolving from them. The eighth house is where we want this deep bonding, and it's our private affairs with our business partner or our significant other. And so bringing these topics in, we know that it first has to oppose Pluto in your 12th house. Now, Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth and transformation, and your 12th house brings in topics of self-sabotage and hidden enemies, and it's where we go to sit and meditate, and we focus on our needs so we can heal and renew and get rid of the self-sabotage, to tap into our dreams and our intuition. When Venus moves into your sixth house, your daily routines and your habits, they come to the surface and they have to undergo significant changes. Are you putting aside enough time for yourself? Are you looking at any underlying issues? Do you need to go back to your chiropractor, or are you taking your vitamins or your supplements? Are you making your daily habits a priority? Are you balancing your need for solitude and self-care with your responsibilities and your services to others? The sixth house is taking care of myself, but then how can I service or how can I take care of you? If you don't take care of yourself, then it becomes like slavery. I feel like a slave to this job or to this person. And so it's first identifying where I need to bring this in balance. I need to look at the hidden aspects of my psyche that they're now coming to light and requiring the deep work and the transformation of acknowledging where I have done this myself, and how do I connect? How do I give of myself self-love? This Venus moving into Leo, this transit is going to bring you this transformative energy to grow and evolve both personally and with your relationships. Your relationship with self-love and self-care, making sure that you're putting your needs first, connecting you with people who are interested in the same things that you are, like going away and saying, I want to go to this yoga meditation or this drum circle or whatever it is that you use for your self-care. Understanding that first I have to experience the challenge to get the opportunity to say, I have to navigate this period with greater awareness and intention so I can heal myself. I have to take care of me. Venus here is like offering you this opportunity of growth and abundance with connection and self-love. When it opposes Pluto, the opposition is in the house of like the broken record of my shadow self. I have to heal and I have to renew. I have to transform and I have the power to do that. I can connect to my subconscious. I can deal with these intense and profound experiences in order to grow, change, evolve, and transcend for inner healing, to connect to source or the divine or whatever you call your higher power. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.